Hey friends, today's video we are looking at my top 20 gross revenue brands that brought me the most money reselling on Poshmark and eBay in 2022. Let me know if you guys are wrapping up your years as well, what brands sold well for you. I will be sharing my top 20 brands as well as all of the items in the past 90 days because the whole year would take a while. But in the past 90 days, the items that sold for over $100 on Poshmark and eBay. Let's jump right into it, friends. If you are new to the channel, what we are going to be looking at is the Sarah Style Sales and Trends dashboard. This is a Google Sheet. It is linked down below. You can purchase it. A one-time purchase. I'm having a sale for the new year, so try and find that code or send me a DM. I might be linked below. If you're watching this in the new year, if you're watching this after the new year, I might have another sale running. I don't know. But we're looking at, this is one of the mini charts that are one of the mini charts that is in this dashboard to help you track and manage your data and make strategic decisions about your business. I am looking at the entire year. I'm looking at brand performance. If you're new to the chart, just quickly, we're going to talk about what it is. You have your sell-through rate. So this is how many items have sold out of how many items that you have for sale. This is a percentage. This is a percentage because having a quantity of items that sold doesn't tell you how well it's performing. If you sell 100 free people, but you have 1,000 free people for sale, it's really not performing that well. If you sold 100 free people and you had 200 free people for sale, you have 50% sell-through rate, right? Compared to a 10% sell-through rate. So putting a rate to it really tells you how well it's performing, not just how many items that you've sold. And then you have on the bottom your average sale price. On average, how much are the items selling for? So up here in the right would be like a high average sale price, high sell-through rate. These would be like Bolo brands. They're selling really high. The sell-through rate is really high and they're selling at a high price. You can see I don't have a lot of those. If I could build a business off of Bolo brands, like I would have like some kind of sourcing strategy that I would not share with anybody. If you guys have one, let me know down below. But so we're looking at all of the brands. A couple things I want to note on before I get into the brands, and then we'll look at the items that sold for over $100. But a couple things that I want to know while we look, before we really look into this, is the size of the bubble. So the bigger the bubble, the more items that I have for sale. And this is where, as I was talking a little bit about why I look at sell-through rate, is the bigger the bubble, it's performing, but it's performing well. And it's on here because, especially like this one down here, this is Nike. Yes, this is Nike. The sell-through rate's 58%. My sell-through rate for the year is 53%. So it's performing better than my average. However, as a business, I should be more mindful of what I'm picking up. I have a lot of Nike, and it's selling strictly because I have a lot of it. So the bigger the bubble just means you have more of it. Okay, so let's get into the top brands. Free People, Nike, Athleta, The North Face, Columbia, American Eagle, Lululemon, Michael Kors, Coach, Skechers, Crocs, Rebecca Taylor, Victoria's Secret, Lucky Brand, Madewell, Anthropologie, Dansko, Cut From Cloth, Torrid, and Kate Spade. And tell me, friends, if you notice a trend in these. A decent amount of them are mall type common brands, not high-end luxury. And there's a couple of reasons for this for my business. One is it's what you find, right? It's really hard to find luxury. You have to spend a lot more time out there sourcing and picking to find the higher quality, better items. It's just not in my business model. It could be your business model. Different ways to make money for everybody. I go into a lot of details on this and my channel as well, but you can make money selling these brands. And you'll notice too, because a lot of these brands are going to sell at a lower ASP, they're going to have a higher sell-through, right? So you're noticing more of my brands are over here, but higher up, a higher sell-through, right? Like this is going to be a mall brand, probably Skechers, right? 84% sell-through rate, but it's only selling at $33 average sale price. Crocs. right? They're not selling super high. It's not anything like luxury, but they're selling 80% sell-through rate. Torrid, again, 80% sell-through rate, lower average sale price. Different ways to make money. You don't have to sell. You're going to see the ones over here are going to be my high-end Kate Spade, but I'm only selling 50% of my Kate Spade. They sit a little bit longer. We can also look over here on my days on hand, right? My Kate Spade is sitting for 183 days on average. Michael Kors is sitting for 176 days. Free people, like that's a whole nother video. 225. Rebecca Taylor, right? So you're noticing a lot of these brands that are sitting for longer, they're selling higher, but they're sitting for longer. It doesn't make one way right or wrong. It just is different, right? You can sell luxury, but be willing to have a long tail. You're going to be selling higher. You're going to have a higher average sale price, but you're probably not going to be selling as many. I have so many videos that go into the different strategies, whether you should be a volume seller, a luxury seller, high price, all the different ways to make money reselling. I'll link a video up here that you guys can look at. Not the purpose of this video. We are looking at the brands that made me the most money. So let's look at the items that I sold in the past 90 days for over $100, friends. Let's do it. Herve Ledger, did I say it right? Tell me if I say things wrong. It is a bodycon, so Y2K, I put Y2K in there. This style is definitely coming back. Bodycon, I think it sold as an offer, however, so maybe slightly lower than $200. Stuart Wiseman, yeah, this sold as an offer, over the knee, right? Luxury, but these, I don't think, Herve Ledger was not on my top. Like, it didn't make me the most money. I probably had 2 of these, and maybe 1 or 2. I'm not making a lot of money. I'm not finding a lot of it. It's amazing to get a high price sale, but it's not my business model. But it's fun for us to look at. This Adidas, this is interesting. So this sold on Poshmark. It is vintage. It was 70s, 80s. You know, I looked at the brand. I was hesitant to pick it up because the comps were all over the place. There was a couple that sold on Etsy for like $150, very similar style, this 70s tracksuit kind of style, that sold on Etsy. And then there was a couple that sold on eBay for like $20. And so I was like, you know what? It was like $5. I'm gonna take the risk. And I did get an offer or 2 on eBay for like $20 when I first listed it. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna try. And this, if you guys follow my channel, you know this is not me. I don't counter offer very often, but when I had it listed so high and there were a couple that comped that high, I was like, I'm going to take the risk. I've already gotten 2 offers on it for $20. I'm sure I can get another one for $20. So I did take the risk, and it sold on Poshmark for $132. Manolo Blahnik. Do you guys watch Sex and the City, or did you watch Sex and the City? Whenever I see this brand, it just reminds me of what's her name, Carrie. She loved her, Manolo Blahniks. Alexis. So friends, let me know. This brand is, I have some Alexis that I cannot give away. This one sold pretty quickly, pretty high. It is new with tags. Oh, that's me showing that the label was actually broken. Oh, maybe it's not new with tags. It is not new with tags. It's pre-owned. I'm not gonna lie. I tried it on. It's so cute. It has like a nice little cut. Oh, it was so cute. It did not fit. Or I probably would have kept it. Although I don't know where I would wear it. But this sold, this brand, let me know if you guys sell this brand. This brand is hit or miss for me. This one sold, I think it was an offer as well. It sold, these were given to me. This is a super high-end brand. I think they probably retail for like $400. They're vintage. Sometimes they sell really high, sometimes they don't. These actually sold for like $100, I think, with an offer. Or maybe it was like, I think the offer was like, with shipping on eBay, it sold for slightly over $100. This is so cute, friends. Like, I didn't try this on because I would have kept it. That's a lie. I wouldn't have kept it. I would never be able to comfortably wear something for $500 an item, a $500 item. I'd have a stain on it within like 2 minutes. But it's so cute. It was really hard to photograph. It's brand new. I had it listed for $500. I did a sale down to $400. I got this from a pallet probably 2 years ago, maybe even longer, and I've had it for that long. So I got an offer for like $120 maybe. And some would say this is a lowball offer, right? If an item's listed for $400 and you send an offer for $120, I accepted it because I knew that I had had it forever. I don't get offended by lowball offers. You don't know until you try. Second layer, this is, I don't know anything about this brand, so don't even ask me. It's men's. I found 2 of them at the thrift store and they looked like really high quality. One of the things that I look for is like the label looked, you know, like higher quality type label. And then probably this too, it's made of wool. So I was like, that's a nice label. It's made of a nice material. Let me look up the comps. The comps were pretty good. I have 2 of them. I think one sold and then it got returned, or one sold and then they canceled it. And then this one sold. I think this one sold for an offer as well. Jose Luis. This bag was so soft. I have not heard of this brand. It was so soft. I got it in a buyout. So sometimes I buy out people's closets. I got it in a buyout and that's where it sold. You know, the other thing that's really interesting, friends, are you noticing? So this is in the past 90 days, my item, any item that sold for over $100, including shipping on eBay. Although there's some like with international shipping I didn't include because it was like $40 in shipping, which isn't right. You guys don't want to see that. I didn't feel like it was legit over $100, although technically it is gross over $100. But did you notice that there was only one from Poshmark? Very interesting. If you guys like this video, YouTube also thinks you would like this video. I will link a playlist down here of, I don't know, other videos you guys might like. Make sure to, if you like my content, you can support me by joining membership, subscribing, saving, sharing this video.